Hey everyone, Dan here. I wanted to take a look at some stocks we've been tracking the last few weeks and set some price targets to keep in mind as we get into this week. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. Let's get right to it. So AMC, it ended last week in my bullish green price zone, so that was good news. It was weird that it reached it on Monday and then ended up there again on Friday. But, overall, pretty good week for AMC. This coming week, what I'd look for is for it to hold essentially like this previous support and not dip beyond that. And if it does, then it'll come into my bearish price zone, which would be in this red box, basically in the areas of 1150 to say 1192, 93. And so if it gets down there, I think it has so much support down here. I'd be surprised if it wasn't able to come back up and at least sustain itself into this box. My bullish target is far enough up that I have to go to the daily, but it's only to show you where it is. I can't zoom out far enough to get to it on the 1 hour, but I think, there's so much run room after we get support here. I think there's a good chance that we would pop ourselves into this like high 15s to mid 17s level. If we can get support at this yellow line, which represents something like 1365, 68, something like that. It's hard to tell when the stupid price is right there. So, so those are my targets. Again, AMC bullish side, high 15 to mid 17. On the bearish side, about 12 down to mid 11s. All right, FUBO. I think we can go back to the 1 hour here. So FUBO, I would basically be looking for it to continue to stabilize here and not come down and settle any further than this bearish zone here, which should be supported, by this 29.55 support that we have, plus all of the bottoming out leading up to this coming week that we saw, which would hold it above that red box. If we do get a nice bullish run, then I would basically be looking at this zone up here because there's big run room from mid 32s all the way up to basically 36. So my bullish target for this week would be 35.73 up to mid 36s on FUBO. GameStop, what I'm looking for it to do is follow this blue trend line and flag out as it gets to this 224, which lines up relatively well with this topping out price activity from last week. So if it does fall below it, I do think it'll continue to get caught by all this yellow cushion of support. So, bearish side, say 180 up to 190. On the bullish side, I think we could run through these purple zones, then kind of find some stickiness here in these yellow resistance targets. So let's say 277 up to basically 290 would be my bullish outlook for GameStop. Spce, SPCE. This, I didn't want to be too confusing because I have two green boxes here. So this one is my dip buy zone. I don't want to change it because I have actually been dip buying Spce. So I'm leaving that there, but I labeled it dip zone so you don't confuse it with my bullish price target. On the bearish side, if it does come down through here, I'd be looking for it to get caught by this zone and by this zone. But I could see it, sort of settling pretty much in line with this price activity down here, and basically the high side of the bearish zone being the bottom of my dip buy zone. So 31.14, say, down to 30.85. On the bullish side, I think if we can get through these purples, we have a lot of run room up to, say, 34.85, up to mid 35s for Spce. Mara, which is very volatile day to day. If it comes down, it's probably going to blow through a couple of support levels. That wouldn't shock me. It would just have a lot of pressure down. I'm hoping it doesn't come all the way down here like it did last week. So I'd be looking for it to hold this area. I think, it started to gain some good levels of support here that hopefully it would respect and get bought up basically around 40 is my bearish zone. And on the upside, may have to go out to the daily again here. On the upside, I would basically say high 49s down to low 48s. This would basically be if it can get off of this green resistance level and develop that as support at 43.23, like as true support, then I think we have a little sticky spot here at 44.23, but then we have a ton of run room up from there. And Mara definitely has the strength to do it, in my opinion, because it's just shown itself to have these big runs over and over and over again. CCIV, I think there's a couple of opportunities here. CCIV has the same issue as Palantir does with this yellow price zone here. CCIV happens to be 25.23, but it keeps getting drawn back down to it. So that's where I'd put my bearish zone. Since it was all the way up here last week, it'd be pretty bearish to get back down to about mid 25s down to high 24s. But I'm hoping that if it does, that it just is re-hugging, if you will, that yellow zone that it keeps coming back to. On the bullish side, if the hype continues around the Lucid deal and things like if there's any news that comes out or things progress there, I could see mid 31 up to mid 32. So that would be my high side there, getting through these resistance levels and then sort of burning itself out a little bit by the time it gets here and kind of stabilizing. So we'll see how it goes. In any case, I wish you the best of luck this week, and feel free to leave comments below if you have questions or would like to share thoughts of your own. And I'll put my Twitter handle in the description so you can follow me there if you want more frequent updates. And I will see you all in the next video.